not saying to just make an agenda, writing down your schedule for stuff like work stuff, like very important stuff, but also, like schedule in rest time, schedule in time for you. That way, that you have to do that, that you need rest, that, and it's because sometimes you're just all in the work mode, you're just in the mood and you forget to rest, and sometimes you can just burn out, or you're just not creative, or you're just like, feel like you're not putting in your all either because you haven't gotten rest. So schedule in that rest, schedule in that you time. And that's why it's important just for an agenda, you guys, like, well, writing down your schedule, your routine, whatever it is, because that way you take accountability. And when you write it down, I know when I write it down, I'm like, okay, I have to do these things. If I'm writing it down, it's because it's going to get done. It's kind of like when you say something like you're speaking it into existence. It's like you're writing it into existence, like you're writing what you're going to do. You're writing down your routine, what has to be done. And I recommend doing those little check boxes on the side. That way it's like donezo, and you keep track of what is done and what isn't and what needs to be done. And if it is something big, I don't just try to do it one day unless like I really need to, or but I don't like that because then it's like too much, so that's why I like to schedule out schedule out for like the whole week, the whole month, and plan out what days to work on it, like say something's going to take you 7 hours, because it can be overwhelming working on one certain thing 7 hours, you know? So just plan it out for like, I don't know, 7 days, an hour each day, or whatever. However you want to do it, however you want to get it done, how ahead you want to work on it. When random things might come up, or like if your friend hits you up or something, like really think about it. Do you really want to do that? Like sometimes, you just don't want to say no, but prioritize yourself, get your stuff done first. Like if they want to hang out, be like, okay, we can hang out, but first I need to get all my things done. And if they ain't down with it, then be like, well, like I need to get my things done first. That's how I am. That's why I'm like, I take accountability on my things, my time and everything, like what I did not get done, what I did. Because then when you don't do it, I know, like how I said, when I don't get all my stuff done or certain stuff done, I'm like, okay, well, why didn't I get it done? And then I feel like a little bit disappointed in myself, because I'm like, okay, we wrote it down. I wrote it down. And I didn't do it. Like, why? Because instead I want to go do this. Was it really that important? And think about that. Like, if you're giving your time to other people and helping them do stuff, like, why aren't you helping yourself do stuff? Put you first, then other people. You can't pour from an empty cup. You know what I'm saying? You need to do you. Do you first. That's why, dude, I just like stay low key. And I'm like, dude, I just gotta do my stuff. Like, I got stuff to do. Even if I don't got stuff to do, I'm like, I got stuff to do. Because I know I will. I know I will, and I want to do my things first. My routine comes first, and check, are they also putting that time and effort towards you? Do they give that time back to you? Like really think about that, because it's like, if not, then like, see, why aren't you doing your stuff and instead you're going over here and like helping them, Like, no, hunty. That's why stick to your routine. Stick to your schedule, to your agenda. Get your stuff done first, And that's how you get it done, because just, you, dude, prioritize that, Prioritize your schedule and get it done. Really think about, you guys, like, what are your goals, What are your goals? Whether it's daily or a monthly goal or yearly, I don't know, weekly goal. What are your goals? And how are you going to achieve them? That's how it starts. Like, that's how I think about it. Like, okay, when I was trying to build a routine, my goal is this, and I need a routine for that, like a strategy. Like, how am I going to work myself up towards those goals? You know what I'm saying? Think about the long run, long term, how it's going to help you in the long run. Things take a while. You got to be patient. But when you are consistent with a healthy routine, a positive routine, you get just so used to it, and it just becomes like a habit. That way, even when you're feeling down or just not, with like the energy, no traes ganas to do like some certain stuff, you'll still do it because it's just a habit. And you do fall off, like how I fall off, I feel like it's because I need some improvement, doing growth. Just think positive. It's not because anything bad, everything's falling apart, like, oh, my life's falling apart, I don't have my routine. Like, no, think about positivity, think about growth. I need to change this, I need to add this because I'm trying to grow, or there's just, you know what I'm saying?